What's one question you hate being asked? Before we start with the video, comment your answer. Like, share, subscribe and turn on notification bell. Why are you not talking? I am an introvert and I hate this question. Especially when they ask that in front of a whole crowd. I am also an introvert and in our house I am the only person who sleeps upstairs as there is only 2 rooms up there. Therefore that's where my PC, TV and consoles are. My parents call it hiding, which annoys me, because if my stuff was downstairs I would be downstairs. And they don't understand the fact that I cannot draw in front of people because I always get the question, can you draw me, from my younger siblings. Being the oldest and introvert is hard. Are you sure my slightly unusual last name is pronounced like that? Yes, I'm sure. Huh, doesn't look like it's pronounced that way. You don't look like a name. Not for my name, but I've known a few people who get this, and I'm always like, what even is that comment? Edit. Grammar correction. 7 hours later I had an English teacher in middle school argue with me on how to pronounce my last name. She said in order to pronounce it the way it is, it should have an extra letter or SMTHN in it. My response? Well, my last name is not English, so what words would you use to describe yourself? I would describe myself as someone who hates this question. Lana. What are 3 things you're most afraid of? Archer. You asking me this question 2 more times. Or something like that. Alligators, crocodiles, and aneurysms. But you're cool with caimans? What 3 fun facts can you tell the class about yourself? Getting asked this every year in school drives me crazy. Tell us an interesting fact about yourself is the most BS icebreaker. Nobody cares. Edit. Icebreakers are fun, but this is lame in my opinion. People in the group often have a hard time to come up with something interesting. And the team leader often does it because they have to. Similarly, I show them I can bend other people's knees backwards, and they either let out a blood-curdling scream or call the police. Incredible. Why don't you talk a lot? Or why do you stay so quiet? I never understood what kind of response people were expecting when they asked this question. Elle was always like, I don't know? With a big smile, I don't like you guys. Edit. Thanks to you, Pets Whisperer, for the award. What's your favorite song? Forgets every song you've ever listened to. I guess I'll star. Any question like this gives me amnesia. It's like I've never listened to any song, watched any movie, or learned any color. I think it's because they're used to interviews. One of the reasons people can't tend to have a difficult time answering questions is because they're not used to the question. Are you Chinese? No. Or how about what are you? Slithers nervously. Where are you from? I reply that I'm from this city. No, but, really? Dim, I was born here. Where do you see yourself 5 years from now? I'm betting in 2015 nobody had this SHT right. Yeah, holy fuck, my life's been kinda wild since then. 5 years ago seems like forever ago. I foresee myself stuck in a house, scared of germs. Why are you in the bathroom? I don't know, I'm bare-ass naked writing plans to conquer Britain while drinking rum and snorting cocaine. The fuck you think I'm doing? I'm taking a shit. You strip all the way down to take a shit? I fear you. How tall are you? Do you play basketball? You're tall, do you play basketball? Your face is all fucked up, do you box? Your teeth look terrible, are you a hockey player? Nah, my parents are a brother and sister. How can you listen to that? That's not music. That's why I will take my personal taste in music to the grave. I don't even like weird music, I just don't want people to know. A fan of the danger music genre, I see. Why are you so short? Just respond with. So I can still have legroom in economy. Big TMG vibes on this one. I'm 5 foot something and I'm royalty. When are you going to start having kids? When are you going to try for a girl? I wanted 2 kids. I have 2 kids. My husband got a vasectomy. I'm old. But they still ask all the time. My third son and last child is 5 months old, and I've lost count of the amount of times I've been asked this, told I need a girl. Or the comments about how sad and disappointed I must be about it. Insane. This goes along with, when are you having baby number 2? I'm sorry it took 3 miscarriages and 2 failed fertility treatments before baby number 1, and since then I've had 2 miscarriages including one at 11 weeks along. I'm doing my best, Susan. I can't stand that people just assume that once you decide that you want to get pregnant A, it will happen, and B, everything will go off without a hitch. I really wanted kids, but at this point I've put it off because I'm terrified of getting stuck in a cycle of constantly trying and failing. Obviously, there are other routes I could take, but I'm saying as far as 100% organic, homegrown, non-GMO bio children, I'm okay with saying it's not a thing I want to pursue at the moment. Gotta preserve what's left of my mental health. Why are you single? As a fat kid growing up, I got fed up with responding with I don't know, so I started saying, are you blind? Fucking look at me. And I didn't get any more of those questions. Word. People underrate how bad being fat is in the dating market. Doesn't help also being an extreme introvert either. I'm an only child. I've had many people ask me what it was like being spoiled rotten as a kid and given anything I wanted. Wait. What? All because it was just me doesn't mean I was just given anything I ever wanted. Same goes with being the youngest. How was it being the little spoiled baby of the bunch? Well, felt like the oldest wanted me dead for having different rules than he had when he was my age, because my parents f***ing learned along the way, and like all I ever did was try and do as well as all the others before me. And having teachers tell me, wow, I've had your siblings before, I confess I didn't expect the last one to be so different. Yeah, you know, sorry for being an individual human being. Exactly lol, I hate when people expect you to be exactly like your older siblings. How people can be surprised that you're your own person and not like a copy of an older sibling. What's wrong with her? Why do you put her in the wheelchair? What caused that? Did you know about this before the birth? My child is disabled. My mom still gets asked those questions when we're in public, and I'm 24 years old. I feel for my brother so much when people start asking my parents or his caretakers rude questions in front of him. It's extra hard BC he's non-verbal and can't tell them to mind their fucking business. It's also why he loves going to Costco and meeting all the sample people BC, they're all incredibly nice and just treat him like a regular person. I can't wait until quarantine is over and he can have his social life back. Can you tell me about yourself? I hate that question in personal conversations and in job interviews. I hate talking about myself, and it's such a broad question that I never know what to say and always think I'm giving a bad answer. There's actually a formula you can follow when you get that question in a job interview. Pause. P personal, A academic, W work, S skills personal. Stick to your name, maybe places you lived, and maybe a fun fact about yourself, as long as it's relevant to the job you're applying for or relates to upcoming information. Academic. Explain where you went to school, your degrees, certificates, and anything else education-related work. Explain any previous related work or volunteer experience to the job you're applying for. Skills. Mention any skills, technical, soft, related to the job you're applying for, and mention where you developed it from. This can be a good way to mention additional work experience, volunteer experience, school projects, conferences, etc. that wouldn't have fit well overall. You want to make sure this answer doesn't go past 2 minutes, or else you'll bore the interviewer. Hope this helps. What's one question you hate being asked? Why are you so quiet? I can't stand that. I've always been quiet. Whether it's because of my personality, upbringing, my dad is quiet too, or just not feeling the need to all the time, I've always encountered this question and the ramifications from it. Why doesn't he like us? Why won't he open up? He's so arrogant to not say anything to me. Who does he think he is? Generally I'm just quiet because I don't like to talk over people or insert myself in conversations where I feel like an outsider. It gets misinterpreted all the time and has to be something I'm conscious of, especially in workplace environments. That in and of itself gets exhausting. Wow, dude, you're like me, but like not me. Jokes aside, I totally relate. It's annoying because sometimes you want to sit and enjoy the situation, only for it to be ruined by "Hey man, why are you so quiet? You hate us or something, lmao?"